Spain was united by the two kingdoms of Castile and Aragon, while Queen Isabella of Castile and King Ferdinand of Aragon married, forming an Iberian union. They called it Spain, as what the Romans called it while it was under their possession. However, the Spanish did not like getting along quite well with the English. England, which was a Protestant power, despised Catholic Spain and saw Spain as an ally of France and a game for the French. The English had seen expansion and sent a military expedition to the Spanish Netherlands in support of Dutch resistance against Habsburg rule. The Habsburgs weren't very welcoming and began to resist the English. The Dutch revolt later broke out, and the conflict later fell into the much larger 80 Years' War. Ultimately, the war ended with the status quo. The Second War breaks out during the 30 Years' War, where Catholic Spain and Protestant England would fight in the 30 Years' War. The Dutch Republic backed the English, and another status quo was in place. The Third War took place during the Franco-Spanish War, which broke out nearing the end of the 30 Years' War. In the 30 Years' War, Catholic France sided with the Protestants and saw benefit to gain power over the Habsburg rivalry. This resulted in a war between Bourbon France and Habsburg Spain. Protestant England agreed to support France, and this resulted in the Third War. The war lasted for 6 years until another peace was made. We now enter the 18th century and broke out when the Spanish attempted to take British Gibraltar. Although Gibraltar was never taken, the British showed Spain no forgiveness and declared war. The war lasted for 3 years until peace was made in 1729. Now, during the 1760s, the 7 Years' War broke out, and Spain fought the war on the side of France against Britain. Of course, Britain is going to take advantage of this and attack Spain. The British, who saw victory in the 7 Years' War, won and defeated Spain. Thus, Spain had to give Florida to Britain, while Spain in return got Manila, Havana, and Louisiana from France. The final Anglo-Spanish War breaks out during the Napoleonic Wars in 1796. Of course, Napoleon was never around during 1796, but France had been causing trouble during that time. The French managed to defeat Spain and forced them to leave the British coalition. Later on, Spain got interested in France and created an alliance against Britain, starting the war. The war continues until 1808, when France betrays Spain to put Joseph Bonaparte on the throne of Spain. Spain would continue switching sides during the Napoleonic Wars until its end, ending this Anglo-Spanish rivalry forever.